Shalom, how's everyone doing? Today is day 4 of the Kitzur Shulchan Aruch, and let's get right into it. We're going to be learning Siman Aleph Sif Daled. Lachein, therefore. Right, what's he going back from? He just quoted Yehuda ben Tema, right? And Yehuda ben Tema's fourth thing is his fourth idea is that we have to be strong like a lion. So on that point, that we have to be strong like a lion, we have to be strong like a lion. Umiyad kisheyer mishnasar, and right when we wake up, va'amar modani, and after we've said modani, yakum bezrizas lavodas habori yisparach v'yisala. We should get up right away with the zrizas. We should get up quickly. Kodem sheyiskaber alav hayitzar hara. Right, we should get up before the yitzar hara tries to overpower us. Bitanos v'soanos laval yakum, with different arguments and excuses to try to get us not to get up. V'yischakim alav. Right, he's gonna try. The Yitzhar Hara is gonna try to be smart over us. Lashir b'choref, or he's gonna try to convince us in the winter, saying Ich takum ata b'boker hashkem v'akor gadol. Right, how can you get up in the morning in the winter? It's so cold. Uvakayitz yashenu, in the summer, he's gonna say Ich takum mitascha v'adayin lo savata mishnasecha. How can you get up right now? You haven't had enough sleep. O betanos acheres v'chadome, or with other arguments. Ki ha-yitzar hara hu yodea hitiv. Right, the yitzar hara knows a person very well. Latzud b'nei adam b'mahamoros bal yakum. He knows how to trap people with traps that they won't be able to get up from. V'lachein kol baal nefesh hayori v'charid l'dvar Hashem. Anybody who is a baal nefesh, who fears Hashem, tzarech leheskaber alav v'lo yishmalo. He has to overpower the yitzar hara and not listen to him. V'af im yichbad alav hadavar mipnei chavidas hagofa atzluso. Right, even if it's it's hard for somebody to get up because his body's heavy on him, or he's very lazy. Yasim megamaso ritzon melech malachem lechem kadosh baruch hu. You should know that you're getting up to serve Hakadosh Baruch Hu. V'yoshev el libo, you should put to your heart. Kiyem hayakori oso eze adam leeze isek sheyirviach bo mamon. Right, let's say somebody would call you to a business deal, o ligbos chovo, or you have the ability to collect a debt. Or if somebody is calling you to save your money from loss, right? If there's a fire and you have to save things from the fire, a person would get up immediately, right? Because he loves his money. Right? And he wouldn't be lazy about that. He wouldn't be slow about that. Or if somebody was called up to serve the king, right? He would do it quickly. He wouldn't be slow about it. Because the king might accuse him of things. Or he's trying to find favor in the eyes of the king, so he would obviously get up quickly to serve the king. All the more so, all the more so when we're serving Hashem, that we should get up quickly and with zrizas. Right? If somebody gets up quickly 4 or 5 times, right? It won't be hard for him after. And also we have an idea that Chazal say that somebody who tries to purify himself, Hashem will help him. Okay. So just an interesting thing to point out from the beginning. The Kitzur says that right when we wake up in the morning, we should really get out of bed. But if you look at the Magen Avram, Siman Aleph, Sif, Kan Gimel, he says, Lav Dafka, it's not so true that we should get up immediately. Ela yishema'at, k'de'isa b'gitin dafayin. Right, the Magen Avram quotes Gemara in Gittin Daf Ayin, and he says over there, we see from that Gemara that a person shouldn't get up that quickly. And he's quoting the following Gemara. The Gemara, I'll just read the Gemara. The Gemara says, Chamisha krovin lamisa yosem min hachaim. There are 5 things that bring you closer to death than to life. Ve'elohin, and these are the 5 things. Achal va'amad, somebody who eats and then stands up, right, immediately. Shasa va'amad, he drinks and then stands up. Hikizdam va'amad, he lets blood and then stands up. Yashin va'amad, somebody who sleeps and gets up. Right, that's the fourth thing. Yashin v'amad, he sleeps and then he immediately gets up. Shimish mitasav v'amad, somebody with tashmish shemita and then gets up. And if you look in Tosfos over there, Tosfos says, mashma filo osa echad mehen bilvad. Right, so Tosfos says it's mashma from this Gemara. Right? You might think that this Gemara is saying like, yeah, maybe if you do all these 5 things, it will lead you closer to death. But if you just do, one of these things, right? So maybe if you just if you just sleep and get up quickly, maybe that won't bring you closer to death. Maybe only if you do all 5. But no, Tosfos points out that it's mashma even if you do one of these 5 things, right? Even though the Pri Megadim says he doesn't know where it's mashma, but Tosfos clearly says it's mashma from the Gemara that even if you do one of these things, therefore the Megadim is right when he says that getting up immediately without waiting a little after waking up is dangerous according to this. Okay, fine, that's just one point. And the second point that the Bach asks, he says, if you look closely, first off, that this whole Seif and Kitzur is all coming from the Torah. This whole thing about the Yitzhar, it's all from the Torah. These examples of what the Yitzhar Hara says to you, it's also from the Torah. Right. So what are the 2 things? So first the Kitzur says that in the winter, the Yitzhar Hara is gonna say, how can you get up in the morning? It's so cold. And in the summer, he's gonna say, how can you get out of bed? You haven't had enough sleep yet. So he says, why only in the winter the Yitzhar Hara mentions the word morning, right? If you look in his Taina in the summer, he doesn't say the word boker, he doesn't say the word morning. So the Bach explains, says it's very simple, right? In the winter, in the morning, it's very cold, right? So if the Yitzhar Hara comes to you and says, like, how can you get up? It's the morning, right? Like, a person will think to himself, like, yeah, that's true. It's very cold in the morning, in the winter. It's probably easier to just wake up later. In the summer, though, the morning is actually more comfortable to get up. It's nicer weather, right? It's just going to get hotter throughout the day. So, if the Yitzhar Hara would mention the morning in the summer, that wouldn't the Yitzhar Hara wouldn't do his job. The person would actually motivate somebody to wake up. Therefore, the Bach points out that like the Yitzhar Hara knows how to trap people. He knows what to say to trap people, and as the Kitzur says here, we have to overcome that. Okay, Kol Tov.